Today I will talk about how to start with N8N. N8N, if it is self-hosted, it is 100% free. I will talk about its installation and introduction to N8N. Basically, in my this series of lectures on agentic I will focus on N8N, Creo AI, and Google ADK or Agent Development Kit. All these three options are free, except for in Creo AI, we may need to pay for ChatGPT API. This is my introduction, and this is my GitHub repository for N8N projects, which I have built to give an introduction to N8N workflow. This is my lecture outline. First, I will give introduction. Then I will tell how to install Docker, followed by how to install N8N and PostgreSQL. I will also talk about how to install both N8N and PostgreSQL so that N8N can interact with PostgreSQL seamlessly. Then I will talk about how to install these along with permission to access local files. Then I'll talk about some of the useful commands, followed by common credentials which are required. And finally, I will conclude with describing the advantages of N8N over Creo AI and Google ADK. N8N is an extendable, low-cost workflow automation platform that allows to connect applications, databases, and APIs through a visual node-based editor. So it is a visual node-based editor. It was initially built for traditional data syncing and routine operations. Later on, along with the help of the AI agents, we have a visual orchestrator for production grade AI agents. We can use N8N completely free by self-hosting the official community edition. N8N is a visual orchestrator. Here we can use various tools. We can use AI agent. We can use the LLM and other tools to get the results and make our workflow. We can self-host N8N on our own infrastructure, on premises, or in a private cloud using Docker and other options. All self-hosted installations use the same core product, that is Community Edition. We also have business or enterprise editions, and this is the link to compare the editions. So this is the web page which describes how to host the N8N on various platforms. So let us see how to install Docker. For Docker, we need Windows Subsystem for Linux. Windows Subsystem for Linux is a Microsoft feature that lets us run a lightweight Linux environment directly inside Windows without the overhead of a traditional virtual machine. It is required because Docker containers are built on native Linux kernel features. Windows cannot run these containers natively. When we install Docker, it uses the Windows subsystem for Linux 2 backend to run a hidden, highly optimized Linux utility virtual machine in the background, allowing Linux containers to execute flawlessly on our Windows machine. Before installing the software, we need to enable virtualization on our desktop computer. This is the procedure for that. And then we install the Windows subsystem for Linux. For this, we just open the command prompt or PowerShell in an administrator mode and run this command. We may need to restart our computer. Followed this, we can install the Docker. We just need to go to the official website for Docker desktop, download the installer and install it. We may need to restart our computer after installation. Then we can verify the installation using this command. Now let us see how to install N8N. This is the command which we need to run in a command prompt in an administrative mode. The text in green is the command. After running this command, we can check whether the N8N is running using this command, or we can open our web browser and point to this URL to work with N8N and make our workflows. This stands for detached mode, and this is the name of our container. This part of the command actually map port 5678, and this is the volume which is mounted, and this is the official location or site for the Docker image of N8N. Now let us see how to install Postgres or PostgreSQL. These are the commands, and here this is our user which may need later on, and this is our password, and this is the database. This information is needed when we use the tool of Postgres in our N8N workflow. So we need to keep this record at hand. And this is actually the container name for the Postgres database. So let us install the N8N with Postgres, because we need many of the times Postgres tool in our workflow, and in that scenario we will be requiring this. So we need to install both the containers in the Docker environment. So this is the complete code which we need to run in a command prompt in an administrative mode. This is very similar to the previous two commands which I have shown you. Then we may need to have local access, because N8N and Postgres, they are running in a Docker environment, and this environment have no access to our local files, and sometimes we need to make our workflow read the local files. It is better to have a local file access. So this is the complete command here. This is our local path to the folder where our files are residing, and this folder is actually mounted using this command, and it will be visible as this path in our workflow, and these are the permissions which we give to this folder. So this is how we provide local access to N8N. Some of the useful commands include to stop the N8N, to remove the N8N, to see whether N8N is working, and if we somehow forget the password of our Postgres database, we can just change the password using this command. In order to use various tools to make our workflow in N8N, we may require credentials for those tools. So let us see the commonly used tools and credentials which are required to use them. So common credentials required to use N8N workflows for business tasks include API keys. For example, for Gemini chat model or ChatGPT model, we may require OAuth 2 tokens, especially for Google tools, and we may also require basic auth pairs. And these credential information are managed securely within the N8N credential manager. Whenever we download our workflow in the form of JSON file, these credentials are not saved. These are securely managed. So these are common credentials which are required. As I told you, we may require the API key for ChatGPT. It is paid. We may require API key for Google Gemini. It has a free version available. We may require the credentials for the communication and messaging tools, for example, Slack, Gmail, WhatsApp. We may also require the API keys and credentials for CRM and sales automation, for example, Salesforce, Stripe, PayPal. We may require API or the OAuth login for the productivity tools and data storage systems, for example, Google Sheets, Notion, and Postgres or MySQL. So, what are the advantages of N8N over Crew AI and Google ADK as compared to Crew AI? While Crew AI excels at orchestrating complex autonomous teams of multi-agent coding framework, N8N provide massive benefits for practical business-facing deployment because it has a visual interface. So we have visual canvas in case of N8N, whereas we have a Python code framework for use of Crew AI. We have massive integration ecosystem in case of N8N. Crew AI also have lot of tools available, but they are used in the form of Python functions. Determinism and direct control and N8N workflows follows predictable structured logic, whereas Crew AI relies on highly autonomous agents whose reasoning paths can lead to unpredictable loops, infinite execution paths, and sudden spikes in LLM token cost. So this may happen sometimes, although these can be avoided. We have lower maintenance overhead in case of the N8N, and we have execution based cost efficiency because N8N usually have free options, whereas in Crew AI, we sooner or later require the subscription for ChatGPT model. Advantages of N8N over Google ADK. Google ADK is a developer SDK designed for workflow patterns and agentic logic, deeply integrated inside the Google Cloud and Vertex AI ecosystem. N8N allows us to switch seamlessly between models from OpenAI, Anthropic, Google Gemini, or self hosted open source options, whereas Google ADK is fundamentally architected to prioritize and tie our applications into Google Vertex AI and Google Cloud workflows. And there is no software development lifecycle and bottlenecks in case of N8N workflow because it has a visual system. It is easy to make workflows here. Out of the box general automation is possible in N8N, and we have self-hosting option in case of N8N. Although we can use the Google ADK along with the Python programming, so it can be used freely. These are the differences or comparison between various free options of agentic AI. N8N is a visual drag and drop option. We have lot of tools and connections available, and we have option of cloud or self-hosted infrastructure. Although in Google ADK, we have both the options available, and in Crew AI, it is the Python runtime situation which is possible. So this is the link to my GitHub repository. thanking you.